Chapter 1. Shadows by the Sea. It was a gloomy night when the moon barely broke through the dense clouds that hung over the desolate beach. A group of young people had decided to explore this isolated spot, lured by the promise of haunted stories that echoed through the small local village. When they reached the beach, they felt the cold ocean breeze and heard indistinct whispers mixed with the sound of the waves. Ignoring the unsettling feeling, they lit a fire, whose wavering light seemed to defy the approaching darkness. As the night wore on, they told ghost stories and local legends. The atmosphere became tense when they mentioned the shadow of the tide, an ancient spirit who, according to legend, haunted the beach when the moon was hidden. As they laughed nervously at the stories, an icy sensation ran through the group when they noticed a dark figure in the distance. It was a shadow moving silently across the damp sand. Laughter gave way to tense silence. They decided to investigate, guided by curiosity and fear. As they approached the figure, the waves whispered indecipherable words, echoing a warning that hung in the air. That's when they realized that the shadow wasn't just an illusion of the night. It was a real presence, an entity that defied the laws of the visible. The beach was transformed into a surreal scene, with dancing shadows and unintelligible murmurs. The group felt a collective shiver as the shadow turned towards them, revealing empty, glowing eyes. Despair spread as the figure began to approach, defying logic and plunging the group into a seaside nightmare. The moon, covered by increasingly thick clouds, cast an eerie gloom over the beach. The group, now paralyzed with fear, faced a supernatural presence that seemed to be intertwined with the very shadows of the night. What was about to happen was beyond human comprehension, and the once quiet beach had become the scene of an encounter with the unknown. End of Chapter 1. Chapter 2. Dark Tides. The shadow advanced slowly, enveloping the group in a disturbing silence. Its eyes glowed like two burning coals, reflecting a light that didn't belong in this world. The young people, trapped in a mixture of fascination and horror, could barely articulate words. The ocean waves seemed to whisper an inaudible warning, as if nature itself was trying to alert them to the sinister presence that was unfolding. The flames of the campfire flickered, resisting the invasion of the impending darkness. In an instant, the shadow materialized before them. It was an ethereal figure, with contours that distorted between shadow and substance. The leader of the group, Lucas, dared to ask who or what it was. The answer came in unintelligible whispers that penetrated their minds, revealing fragments of forgotten stories and ancient secrets. The once quiet beach became a stage for distorted visions. Shadows danced to the rhythm of a mysterious melody, echoing through the night. The young people found themselves in the middle of a surreal spectacle, where the line between reality and nightmare blurred. The shadow began to project forgotten memories of the local inhabitants, revealing ancient tragedies and broken promises. Each member of the group experienced personal visions, facing their deepest fears. The beach, now a mirror for tormented souls, witnessed the revelation of long-buried secrets. Lucas, giving in to the temptation to discover the truth behind the shadow, found himself in a haunting vision of a distant past. He witnessed the cruel fate that sealed the destiny of the shadow of the tide, a lost soul in search of redemption. The shadow, now an echo of ancestral suffering, sought liberation through understanding. As the night wore on, the young people found themselves involved in a spiritual journey, facing difficult choices and unraveling mysteries woven into the fabric of time. The shadow, once menacing, revealed itself as a tormented guardian, trapped between worlds. The sun began to rise over the horizon, dispelling the dancing shadows. The shadow of the tide, now weakened, thanked the young people for confronting their own demons. As the first rays of sunlight illuminated the beach, the shadow disappeared, leaving behind a sense of relief and renewal. The group, marked by the experience, contemplated the dawn with a mixture of amazement and gratitude. The beach, which had previously harbored dark secrets, witnessed a transformation. The unknown became understandable, and the night of terror gave way to a dawn of hope. End of chapter 2.